G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 18 of our Chaos Warlock playthrough, where I left the last episode with a couple of massive holes in my resistances and no real idea of how I was going to fix it. So in between I kind of sat down and figured it out. What we are going to do is we're going to make a pair of black tallows, and I did have to go back to normal and farm in the Tomb of Korvac, which is just here at the Astrakhan Valley, and then you kind of run down and to the right, and there's a cave you can go into, because I was well short on these things, Chthonic Seals of Binding. So I farmed up 10 of them. It took me 2 runs with partial clearing of the crypt. I didn't fight any of the ghouls, and I got 10 seals out of that. So, 2 black tallows, which, if you know anything about the game, you know exactly where those are going. So let's go put them there. Now, we'll keep the item, and here we'll also keep the item. And I'm also going to keep the item, and keep the item. Right. So that's nuked our bleeding res, and also our poison. But it's okay, there's a plan, right? So we have these here, these are Slith Venom, so poison and bleeding are, under control. I can deal with 10% more damage taken from bleeding, that's fine. And now we will put on soul shards on these. Now, my energy bar has just basically been cut in half. I've lost 2 20% bonuses, which, I mean, they're multiplicative, they're not additive, so it's not literally 40% of my mana bar is gone, but it's probably something like 20 or 30, 35 something percent. So it's a decent chunk of mana that's gone, but that's fine, because our resistances are not fixed, but they're better. Let's go ahead and chuck that back on as well, so I still have a movement skill. Okay, so resistances are better, like I said. Still not fixed, but better. As far as armor goes, I'm definitely looking for gloves and feet, which, I mean, ideally I'd like to get a pair of prismatic gloves that have that proc on them, which you don't want to rely on to cap your resistances, but if your resistances are already not capped, you may as well. However, I think today it's time to get on with Act 2. So let's see if we can't get up to Crumley, or at least put a good dent in his gang and head that way. So I'm recording this right now just as Last Epoch is launching, and I've managed to log in, create a character, and be told that online play is unavailable, so we're doing this instead. Which I'm sure exactly nobody is upset about, except maybe me. Energy is definitely running out a lot faster without those 2 ectoplasms. But I think the resistances are a little bit more important. And I have energy potions, so it'll be fine. Don't forget Shanks' little cabinet here. Did get a blue out of it this time. I think that technically counts as a hidden spoils chest. Got 2 items out of it, so it's probably something like that. Alright, and we'll save Steven Skinner as well. He's got a good name. I like that name. What could possibly be sus about someone whose name is Skinner? Right. Energy is low. Okay. Savage Totem, just a regular run-of-the-mill kind of totem. Let's go ahead and throw some... Whoops. I'm playing the wrong game. That button doesn't do what I want it to do. Okay. We'll put the circle on the ground now that everything's dead. Let's see if anything else comes from below. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so Boots of Unseeing Swiftness, Maven stuff. None of this is looking particularly amazing. Helmet with decent resistances, but not ones I need. Although bleeding, pretty good. Pretty good. It's alright, we'll pick all this up. And let's just have a quick look here. I don't think any of that is something I want. But hey, iron bits. Everybody needs iron bits, right? So I also successfully remembered in the last episode to put the link to the more aggressive devotion plan. I think I will end up swapping to that, but probably not in this episode. We'll see how this goes. It's kind of okay at the moment, but I will probably need more damage at some point. If anything, I've noticed the build is quite tanky, and it's damage that it seems to be lacking. Although at the moment, just blasting random animals seems to be doing okay. Let's see how these go. Void touched, and what's the other one? The other one's dead, so it doesn't matter. Go. Arcane Blaze. Health bar was actually moving there. I'm guessing that's going to be because of the armor value on my gear, which is not very good. Okay, we don't actually need to go into that cave, so never mind that cave. I'm just going to turn around and go talk to the Caravaneer. Good old Drew Larkin. What happened? Track down your partner. Now I am tempted, I'm not going to, but I am tempted to help Drew and get the Chaos Resistance ring because, well, you can see why. However, Chaos Resistance is a problem now, but it won't be later, whereas Resistance Potions and an extra Merchant are forever, so I would like to keep those. Just do a little bit of chatting down here, and I will search for your Elder. And I already have Dynamite, but we're going to go in there anyway, because more free Dynamite, and it's kind of on the way, and also Habit. Kill off some bees. Now, I'm not sure if I actually have enough Royal Jelly, so more is welcome. I do need 3 for the quest. I think I have 3, but I'm not sure, so we'll just get some more, and it'll be fine. What are you, corrupted? Okay, so he's probably going to put some junk on the floor for me to stand in. Yep, there it is. Let's not die in that. And we've got the Meditation Relic Blueprint for an Acid and Vitality, actually. Oathkeeper. Interesting. Acid, I mean, obviously a Poison Acid Dervish, but Vitality? Maybe an Oppressor could do Vitality? I don't know. I'm sure there's some build out there that I'm just not thinking of. Okay, so everybody's favorite Balthazar, or Nicholas Balthazar. All his friends are dead, and he's actually dying pretty quickly, so I'm actually quite happy with the damage at the moment. And I may have to... Powered Chthonian Thread Sash. This is actually not horrible. So the Lifestealer Nova converted partially to Chaos. It's a nice heal. +2 to Destruction and Sigil is this one and this one, which is definitely not bad. It is kind of hard to argue with +1 to all skills in an entire mastery though, so 3, 6, 2 more there, 8, +5, 13 skill points for a +1 item. It's very hard to argue with that. Okay. 1 Royal Jelly, I think it was. Where are we up to? There it is. We've got 2. Okay, okay. 2's good. 3 would be better, but 2 is good. There's our 3rd one. Okay, so I don't have to go into the beehive. Can, but I don't have to. Let's go pick up the Elder's Relic here. We use a energy potion. The biggest weakness of the Albrecht's Aether Ray, just the amount of energy it burns. Alright, I will do as you ask. Yep, no worries. Now, do I want to keep that relic? I think the answer is no. I think Agravix's Malice is the one I wanted. However, I was also looking at that in between, and if I swap back to Haunt, I've got an extra skill to put Devotion procs on. I think, however, I'm going to leave it. Just because Agravix's Malice is the blueprint that I do want. Let's go back and turn these in before we move on, just to save a trip back later. Alright, here we go. Found the Elder. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn that in. I don't need it. And thank you for an inventory bag. I believe that is going to be the last one available. So let's just do the very last time. Chuck all this back one tab. That blue ring, this one, I think I'm probably going to use this once I get to level 68, and I think it's going to replace the Bloodsworn Signet. 25% elemental resist is not going to uncap me, and this is 5% more chaos, and also good stuff that I actually using. Not to mention the proc. Proc's good too. Let's go back to the rift. Back to my personal rift. And we will progress. I think I will go do the bees. Just because it's good to have a few extra royal jellies on hand. If I get to a boss and I'm, you know, maybe missing 10% resist or something like that, it's good to be able to just craft a potion. So we'll go kill the bees. Here we go. This is always fun if you can get all the bees to come at once. There's usually a lot more than that. I don't know where they went. I think I already killed the ones that normally come rushing around the top. Alright, that's fine. So we'll go in here. I'll probably get 2, maybe 3 royal jellies out of here. It depends how the these things are feeling. And also how many elite bees we get, because I think they all drop 1. At the very least, they all can drop 1. Alright, let's see if we can't round a few more of them up. Maybe throw some sigils on the ground might be an idea. Okay, and the queen should be over here in the bottom right. There she is. Let's take the queen out. So I threw a bloody pox on her. I'm noting a distinct lack of my chaos buff. There it is. There it is. Okay. How'd we do for royal jellies? So I'm up to 8 now. That's definitely enough. And this little body here has got some good loot on it as well. So make sure when you kill her, the queen that is, you do pop that body. Alright, just checking for any additional wasp nest thingies that I can pop. I think I got most of them. I've definitely got enough royal jelly, so that's fine. So what's that? 3 for the quest and 5 more for just random I need a potion crafting. Don't need this, which is good, because that one I believe would require me to go back to town and craft something. So we're not going to do that. I know well, I think I know that the elite one needs a vengeful spirit. But we're in ultimate, so it might be something different. It's probably something different. More annoying. We'll come back for New Harbor, because it's much easier. Much easier to do it later. There's your royal jelly, thank you very much. There's my royal jelly ointment. So a little bit of extra regen. And we will agree to end... What is this thing's name? Golgoth. Golgoth the Rampaging. Okay, I'm running out of energy faster than this thing's running out of health, which is not a good sign. Also, ow. There we go. Tyrants of Alacrity, that is a really good drop. Unfortunately, we're not playing Savagery, so that's going straight into the bin. And into the mine. Now, you can skip this mine if you want. You can go up the left side and easily avoid fighting Cedian and Wrecked by Protoss, but I like coming through here because easy dynamite. What are you doing? I guess you're invincible is the word I'm looking for. Okay, demonic of scorched ends, so chaos and fire, I believe. Let's go ahead and actually just move on to this little ramp. See if we can't stack everybody up nicely. And if we could do it without having our skills interrupted, that'd be great. Okay, his health bar is going down relatively quickly, so is my energy bar, which is not good. But we have energy potions. Marauder's ammo belt, not particularly amazing, but hey, 3 bits, right? Okay, formidable. Assault Hauberk of the Void. Doesn't have resistances I need. Unfortunately, I do need bleeding resist pretty badly. And my current chest has bleeding resist on it, so I can't really afford to take it off. It would probably be fine, probably. But I think we'll just leave it. I don't think there's a huge amount of bleeding damage in this area. But you think that about most areas right up until you're all of a sudden just dead out of nowhere. So we'll leave that. It'll be fine. Health bar definitely going down there. Alright, and devastating of fortitude. That is a lot of chaos resistance. And it's more armor as well, so level 70, we'll have to hang on to that. Let's go ahead and put some more points in the bar here. Now, I need, what do I need? Another 15 points, so I could rip some points out of these and get very close to possession, but I think I'm going to leave that and probably not actually going to do it, but I definitely think I need a beeline for possession. Just for the damage reduction. I think the damage that I'm doing is fine, but not particularly amazing. Let's go ahead and grab this hidden chest here as well. So hidden spoils. Couple of items to sell. Old mate's busy blowing himself up over there. And here is our last forge going kaboom. I'll probably end up killing another one or two. Alright, awesome.
That skill's not ready.
Successfully dashed straight into a wall. That's always fun. Okay, so we're almost up to Crunley. I'm not particularly worried about Crunley. Aether resistance is well under control. These two could be an issue later, but not for now. Boom a Slocum here. Shouldn't be any issues, and isn't. Which is lovely. Let's just neck a potion just to make sure. There's my other Outlaw Forge. I don't think I needed to kill that one, but sometimes. And there's another one over here as well if you happen to need a third one. Was just here, I blew it up by accident. I was going to point it out. Okay, how are we doing for inventory space? We're starting on our last bag, yeah, so I may make a trip. I think I will make a trip back to town, actually. Let's get everybody nicely lined up here and beam them down. Okay, actually, should turn back on. Here we go. Toggle effects. I was wondering why I couldn't see the orb. The Maven Sphere puts that big, invisible, visible orb on your character, and I forgot I turned it off for something. I can't remember why. Alright, so I've already decided I don't want any of this. I definitely want this one? No, not that one. It was this ring. So that's all fine. Let's see. Sell, sell, sell. Sell, sell, sell. Okay. Don't want any of this. That helmet I did want. Where'd it go? That one. Give me that back. The rest of it, though, that can go. So I've got the Fetton Mask at 75, and I've got this Devastating Incendiary Cask of Fortitude, which, let's be honest, Devastating is not great. I'm pretty sure all that fire stuff is devastating, and the Fortitude is the extra physique. And then the rest of it is the MI stuff. Devastating may have boosted the Chaos res up, but generally speaking, it's not a prefix that I'm interested in for this character.
Safe storage, no questions.
Generally speaking. Okay, we'll chuck that in there as well. And we're good to go. I will continue pumping physique at this point. I think the level 90 Mammoth resistant stuff, so this void set here, I think needs a lot of physique. And we can always respec some points out later if need be. Right, we're up to Cronley's hideout. So Cronley's lair has a lot of fire damage, a lot of aether damage, and a lot of piercing damage. There's also... this area does have bleeding damage, I think. I'm pretty sure some of the murderer types, I know they do piercing, but I think they also do bleeding. So these murderers, epaulets, let's not stand in the fire. That's definitely the fire that's doing that. I think it's, is it shredding resistance as well? Cast speed, run speed, attack speed, maybe not. I know it used to, but I don't think it does anymore. But also, I'm taking a ton of damage, so I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, ghosts. Let's get rid of the ghosts. This is what I came down here for. I don't care so much about the ruined shrine here. I think, actually, that's pretty cheap. One piece of scrap and a piece of plating. It's not that expensive. Okay, let's just have a read of the books. So devotion shrines at this point are basically just loot pinatas, and you have to decide if it's worth the cost. I was not expecting that one to be anywhere near as cheap as a single piece of scrap, so I'm kind of glad that it was. You get effectively a totem drop. It's not quite that good, but it's decent. Okay, these guys... pretty sure it's got some bleeding as well. But it's definitely piercing. Alright, and here's Moneybags, so we'll take him out. Him and all his friends. His friends first, I think. There we go. Go ahead and chuck up the Bloody Pox, see if we can't get some extra damage going. Noting a distinct lack of the buff from that. Doesn't look like I get my buff. Okay, Martin's Crest of Void Fire there. Let's have a look at that. No, that's no. The Chaos Bolt proc would be nice, I guess, but I don't think it's as good as the added vitality damage to Sigil just there. So we'll leave that alone. And I think, yep, I see Doreni here.
What do you want?
Just blow him up. Not expecting this to be particularly difficult. And down he goes. Alright. So just a couple more rooms until the boss, until Cronley. And I've already killed the only thing in here aside from Cronley that I'm really worried about. That being Moneybags. Moneybags is gone. So the rest of this place should be fairly straightforward. I'm going to kill the bees, actually, which I don't normally do. I usually avoid this area. Just in the interest of saving a little bit of time. Because generally speaking, I don't need the royal jellies. And this does make the this area take a little bit longer. Okay, Soul's Touch and Myrmidon Chest. Soul's Touch sounds... I was going to say it sounds like something I might be interested in, but it's definitely not. Renegades of Decay is no good. Alright, the last bee goes down. Didn't get any, I don't think. No, I didn't get any royal jelly out of that. Not a problem, I've got spares, but, you know, more is always good. Okay, so if I hadn't already killed Moneybags, he would be here, but I have, so he's not. And instead we just get to fight these idiots. You would think after watching me beam all this down that they would turn and run, but they're not programmed to be that smart.
I can't do that yet.
Okay, Aether Warp Totem, we'll take this out. Why not? Okay, Regenerator. Glad to see that's actually dying now. That's definitely some nasty poisonous goop. I'm gonna go ahead and not stand in it. Just to confuse people, you know? Gotta keep you on your toes. Okay, what do we get? Equilibrium Sash? No. I will, however, eat the blueprint. Shadow Fiend's Cord is again a no. No. I don't think any of that's any good. And these don't look particularly amazing either. Pants of Destruction and what was that blue? Empowered something or other. Oh, it's a gun. Never mind. Don't need a gun. Hello. Explode, please. Okay, Chaos converted to fire. I will never use those shoulders. However, Mystic of the Eagle, that is a lot of stats. Okay, first time in here, Cronley wants to talk, so I can quite happily kill his crystals. Cronley usually wants to talk, first time in. Let's just nullify his shield. First time I've done that for a while. I usually forget all about it. Maybe get out of his little pools of Aether Fire. I'm definitely taking a decent amount of damage here. He put his shield up, I can't see it. Doesn't matter. Okay, Unyielding Cronley's Signet. So, Cronley's Signet is another one of the MI rings. It's usually kind of decent. Celerity is cast speed. It's a lot of piercing, a little bit of Aether. Unfortunately, I need bleeding and chaos. So, I will pick it up. I will chuck it in the don't throw me out pile. But I don't think I'm going to end up using it. Now, I've already got plenty of clusters. Death Omen is a one-handed mace. No. I've already got plenty of Aether clusters, so I think I'm going to take the... just destroy the lab, and we get Wrathstones and Aether Crystals. I think I got everything. Yep, looks good. Okay, so we made it through Cronley's little lair here. Just going to head out the back and grab the Twin Falls Rift so I don't have to do it again. And then hopefully I can remember to... Mystic of the Aether. Mystic is good. Unfortunately, it's a level 52 base. So, I wouldn't mind the level 71. Because Maven's Sphere skill points are always good. But, didn't get it, so... oh well. Yes, so I'm going to pop out the back, grab the Twin Falls Rift Gate, then go back to... is it Harbour Town? New Harbour, I think, maybe? And talk to them. We'll get some free XP out of that. Everybody loves free XP. So here we go. Take that one, and then back to... I'm pretty sure it's Old Arcovia. Here we go. To get to do a whole bunch of turn-ins here. So, this one here, what do we get? We got the 3 scrap, we didn't have to pay for it, and we got some XP. There's level 67, so more physique, and more in Occultist. All of these points in Occultist and physique and stuff, it's all just adding more stats to the character. Are we up to 1,000 yet? No. 830 odd. Pretty good run. Right. Where are we up to for reputation with the Rovers? We're getting close, yeah. We're getting close to Honoured. We're not there yet, though. And as long as we're in the area... So this is a pretty good MI. It's just really hard to get one that's got decent stats on it. It's no good. What was that ring? This one. Rime Frost of Mending. Okay. Suddenly I'm not interested anymore. One more level, we'll be able to put the Signet of the Damned on. I am looking forward to that. The Cronley's ring, I'm almost certainly not going to use. However, if I do need piercing or aether resistance at some point in the future, I do have that open as an option. Right, what do we got for quests? So, we'll go to a couple of turn-ins back in Devil's Crossing. Okay, we've got Stephen Skinner. He's going to give us a nice ring as well. The ring itself is Pierce and Elemental. My entire kingdom for a bleeding and chaos resistance ring. I don't think it actually exists. We can replace that one though. I don't think I'm going to end up using most of this stuff. I definitely need the chaos res, so we're gonna leave that alone. How close are we on Black Legion? So we're already up to Honored. Now what I could do is I could go back to normal and just grind this out, and then all of our resistance problems would instantly go away. But I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do, bank all this, and then we'll go do the Kovian Undercity. Actually, how are we doing for time? Half an hour. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Right, and we need to talk to Monet as well.
Well, you work serious. We have to hit them hard and
Okay. A little bit of XP. Why do you still want to talk to me? Ah, there we go. He's looking for his girlfriend. I'm pretty sure that's... yeah, that's the emissary. So we're at Quaid at the rover camp. I think we've got some more quests to turn in here. Because Mornay sent us, he's now going to give us all of the other quests. Yep, here it is. There we go. Alright. So we got most of a level out of turning that in. This is Mogdrogan's Shrine, which I'm not going to do. I don't like that quest. Right, 2 Twin Falls. Now there's a couple things to pick up here. First one is just over here to the left. There is a quest you can do. Get a couple more characters in your camp. Let's pay him off. And then tell him about the prison. There we go. So there's that. There's also the beehives over here. Now, I'm not going to do the beehives just because I don't really need more than the royal jellies that I have. So I'm going to skip those, but they are an option. I also don't need the MI that drops from... is it Auraprax in that one? Not sure. I am definitely reflecting myself to death there, though. Okay, Formidable of the Boar on gloves. That could be good. Okay, so we've got an armor upgrade. We've got physical resistance upgrade. I think I have to. I didn't particularly enjoy those gloves anyway. And I definitely want the armor, so keep the add-on. And I'm just not going to think about that damage proc I just lost. So we got some armor on the gloves, which is good. So now I just need boots, and shoulders will probably have to wait until we get to Ligorian. This loading screen's taking a while. Yeah, so armor rating on arms is better. Shoulders, as I said, will probably wait until Ligorian. It's hard to replace +3 to your main skill. Could go back to normal and kill him again, but I think I'm just gonna wait. And I'll kill him in ultimate. Okay, we're gonna skip all this. No, we're not. It's a very juicy pack. That's a lot of priests, though. Not to mention this guy. Okay, we'll pick up this quest here. So we can access the Steps of Torment later. Also going to poke my head up the stairs here, just see if the lectern is there. It's not. So I'm moving on. Also checking here for the lectern. It's not here. Killing the priest because I don't like priests. I actually go out of my way to kill priests. Not something you want to be taken out of context, but anyway, there it is. Okay, Forbidden Passage, number the first. That will give me a nice little star on the map for the other passages once we get down into the underground section. Let's blow these guys up because priests, and also because XP. And let's head inside. So while we're down here, we're looking for these three lovely peoples, and also the two more manuscripts, or what are they calling them? Forgotten Passengers. Also Forgotten Passages. Get those as well. The Forgotten Passengers we'll probably leave behind. Alright. More priests. There's a lot more priests in here. And that door's blocked. Lovely. Let's just avoid this obvious trap. Here's another lectern. Lovely. See, we've got the star on the map. Makes it easier to find them. Although, to be fair, at this point I pretty much know where they are. Priest has got to go. Where am I? Am I near a treasure trove spawn? I don't think I am. That's the next floor. Okay, death to priest. Okay, we'll go over here though. Treasure trove potentially, I think, in the middle here. There's also a trap in the middle there. So if I go in there, there's going to be a skeleton monstrosity or whatever they're called, drag himself out of the floor. There's 68, which means it's new ring o'clock. So pretty happy about that. Let's take out No More Dread and then I'll go sort out the rings. Down he goes. It actually took a while.
I can't do that.
Wrathbringer? I think that's a sword, isn't it? Gun? It's a gun. How about that? Okay. So, new ring. Chuck that on. Spend physique. Spend skill points. Now, I want to get the Slith Venom back, which means I have to go back to town. Okay. And I'm going to hang on to that ring as well, just in case. So we'll put that one there. Add it to the pile of jewelry that I'm pretending like I'm going to use again, but probably won't.
Put it to good use.
Chuck that on there, and I know I have soul shards in here, so it'll be fine.
Safe storage, no questions.
There we go. So picked up a little bit of Chaos Res. This is what we had before, so 5% Chaos Res. Lost some Elemental in exchange for Aether, which basically makes no difference. And we picked up a Sigil of Consumption proc on attack, which is pretty useful. I definitely would have preferred this to be the 53% Vitality to Chaos instead of 41. But it is what it is. Once we get up to the point where that starts dropping again, I will definitely be looking for a replacement. Even though the one I have is a triple rare, it's kind of underwhelming for the damage percentage. Alright, there we go. That's our 3 books. Blueprint we probably already know. Yep. That can go on the floor. Can also go on the floor. And we are, I think, done on this floor. Potentially the treasure trove could be good, and priests always need to die. Go getting a few sigils on the floor without having to cast them is always fun.
That skill's not ready.
I'm gonna drop a portal here, just head outside, get the rift, and then we'll come back in. And may as well pick up this quest here as well. Helps if you click the right button though. Alright, use this rift to go back to my old rift. Save a little bit of running. And we're going to go downstairs. I don't think... I might kill Kilrian just for the sake of it. Although, having said that, 60% vitality resist for Kilrian is not really something I want to be messing with, so I might skip him. I think we can definitely skip Kilrian. Getting the Kilrian soul component is usually a decent shout. If nothing else, it is used in a few crafting recipes. But if I need that, I think I'd rather come back for it rather than fight him with less resistances. So we'll skip him for now. No treasure trove here. Hopefully it's on the next level and I haven't missed it. Not the end of the world if I do, but still would rather not. Alright, what have we got? Harris, Dread the Damned. Don't think I have any issues with him. Down he goes. Dawnshard Pauldrons will be good to sell. I saw a priest there, didn't I? Yep, you. Just gonna murder all of the priests. Just, I would say it's indiscriminate, but it's very discriminate. Alright, down to floor number 2. I am gonna kill the, who is it? Laudus Vagra and Ravina Kerr. I'll kill those, and then I think I'm skipping Kilrian, just in case. There's not a huge amount to be gained by killing him, or by trying to kill him, and he is potentially going to kill me instead, so I'd rather not. Let's get out of that crap floor there. You know what? I'm going to use an 8th crystal here, or an 8th cluster. Turn the loot off so I can see what's going on. And Obliterus is gone. Just the one left. The defender. Can take care of him, no problems. Alright, everybody's dead. That is a lot of items on the floor. What did we win? Boots of Primordial Rage, Rune Plates of Ignifar, Empowered Tempest Sigil. I don't think any of this is actually any good. Soulbinder's Chains could be. Can you not? Thank you. Aether and Vitality Resistance, so I could chuck those on and go kill Kilrian. +2 to Albrecht's Aether Ray is kind of wasted, because I can only use one of them. I don't think I'm going to bother with that, but could be a decent option, maybe. If you haven't got your main skill capped at 26 of 16, you probably should use any items you find that give you skill points for it. Okay, Rosina Malgus. Alright, so we've got a double hero spawn here. And let's just not stand in that. Okay, I don't see any priests here, which is good. Okay, down he goes, and then Rosina Malgus, the Regenerator, should go down relatively quickly. Bad priest. Alright, Arcane Lore. None of this is looking particularly good. That's right, we can sell it. And I'm just gonna not fight that guy. Just gonna walk away. Alright, I think there's 2 more locations the treasure trove could be. So I'm gonna hit those up and just see if I can't find it. There's probably a couple that I'm not thinking of as well, but I think maybe in here might be another one. That's alright. There's definitely the little hidden area behind Ravina Kerr, and then there's also the very last room before the door down to Kilrian. Alright, let's go ahead and chuck some... I'll put the plague on her so she can, well actually there's no point attacking her, there's priests in the area. So take care of them. See if there's any more, there's one. Okay, I think they're under control now. So we can take care of Ravina Kerr. And then, like I said, I'm going to go check the secret area for... Get a bit closer, hit her with the Agrovex's Malice. I'm going to go check the secret area for the treasure trove. Essence of Baranath. I think that's an amulet, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I was thinking that was a +1 all skills amulet, but... Must be remembering wrong. Okay, no treasure trove here. Oh wait, there it is. Never mind. I take it all back. Spirit Stone Charm. So, amulet. Yeah, no. And we got the Immaterial Edge, which I'm pretty sure is an Aether weapon, an axe. Yeah, there it is. +1 Arcanist skills in the main hand, though. No, I need the conversion. Need the extra damage on the sigil. Sigil that I keep forgetting to cast. Okay, we'll cast it now. Let's see if we can't spring this trap here, get a whole bunch of things to kill. Alright, that'll about do us there. Let's head out to the Broken Hills. And actually, I'm going to end the episode here, so I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. See you in the next one, and goodbye for now.